Inflation is the biggest tax on lower and middle income families. President Biden promised he wouldn't raise taxes on anybody making less than $400,000. And yet, in the tax proposal that President Biden wants to bring forward by next week so that he can go fly to Europe and talk about other proposals that would make it impossible to produce energy in America, they include, among other things, a natural gas tax. That tax would fall the hardest on lower income families. Not the millionaires and the billionaires. It would be people making less than $60,000 that would be hit the hardest by a natural gas tax, yet it's in the bill. You know, you talk about adding 83,000 IRS agents. Maybe some people in Washington think that's job creation. Most people in America have shivers running down their spine at the thought of the federal government, who now wants to track every transaction if they make more than $10,000 a year, to track all their transactions with 83,000 new IRS agents. Again, maybe to some that's called infrastructure. To most people, it's called a nightmare right before Halloween. Why don't we bring bills to the floor to address these crises? And if these aren't the bills that the majority likes, let's work on some other ones. But all of these would address these problems, and many of them would get us back to the point where we were, where we had a secure border, where we had energy dominance, where we had jobs being created well above what each of these last few months you've seen jobs created dramatically lower than what the projections were, because there are all of these self-created crises by the administration that are making it harder on hard-working families. It's the lowest income families that are being hit the hardest by these failed policies and all the big government socialist spending coming out of Washington. We don't need more. We need to actually go and confront the problem that's creating a debt crisis and all the other crises that families are facing